Maya, I think this is the one that you're talking about. It says when a new car was released on the market, car journalists Sarah and Tracy were invited to take the car for a test drive. Each took the car into the mountains, where Sarah covered a distance of 27 miles in the same time that Tracy drove 20 miles. Sarah drove 21 miles per hour faster than Tracy. Okay, so they're talking about speed, they're talking about distance. And so when I hear those things, I think about this equation right here, where distance is equal to rate times time. You can then solve for any of those variables. So you can solve for t and say that t is equal to distance divided by the rate. You could also solve for r and say that the rate is equal to the distance divided by time. Okay? Now in this question, when I read it, it says when Sarah covered a distance of 27 miles in the same time that Tracy drove 20. So I know that their times are equal. The time that Sarah drove was the same time that Tracy drove. So that helps me at least set up something with an equal to sign, right? Like an equation. And so I know that time from up here is the same thing as distance divided by rate. So the distance of Sarah divided by her rate is equal to the distance of Tracy divided by her rate. And then when I read through the problem, it says that the distance of Sarah, she drove 27 miles in the same time that Tracy drove 20 miles, so I can plug in their distances. And then it doesn't say how fast Tracy's going, so I just used a T for Tracy for how fast Tracy was going. But it does say that Sarah drove 21 miles per hour faster than Tracy. So if Tracy drove T, then Sarah drove T plus 21 miles per hour faster. So now I have this proportion, right? Two fractions equal to each other, and I can solve it by cross multiplying. I can say 27 times T is equal to 20 times T plus 1. I can distribute, solve for T, and remember T is how fast Tracy went. And so if I need to figure out how fast Sarah went, then I can plug whatever T is in here and add 21 miles per hour to it. So hopefully that helps on this question. To be honest with you, Maya, I have never worked with math space before, and I just heard another student say that they had to get 100% on every single question before they were allowed to move on. I don't know if that's the case with yours and with your assignment. So let me know if it's too overwhelming. Maybe there's something that we can negotiate so that you only have to do a certain amount before moving on, so you don't have to do every single one, because I know this section's kind of tricky with all the different word problems, okay? So let me know what I can help with, and if there's something we can do to get you past this 2.05 lesson, okay?